Hello, YouTube. I literally just woke up, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little groggy. Alright, so we've officially made it to April, which is great. That means that hopefully winter will be over soon and warmer weather is ahead. I live in a part of the country where we have very long, very cold winters, and this year's winter was exceptionally bad. But as much as I'm looking forward to nicer weather, the spring and into the summer is kind of a difficult time. We have Easter and what would be my daughter's 16th birthday a couple days apart from each other this year. This May will mark 2 years since my brother passed away, and June has what would be my brother's 37th birthday and my daughter's angelversary as well. So just like April, May, and June all kind of suck, but I'm confident that this season of grief is going to be better for me. Not because of the time that's gone by, not because I miss my daughter or my brother any less, but this year I have you. You watching this are a member of the Love Yourself family, and that means that we're here to support each other. I really do feel so blessed to not only have Ren's work, but an army of renegades surrounding me. I think that's what I've enjoyed about this experience the most, is that I don't feel like I'm just sitting here by myself doing this. So as promised, today I'm continuing the Money Game trilogy, and we're going to part 2 now. And as always, before we start, a quick mental health check. If you're not doing okay mentally, especially if you feel like you might hurt yourself or somebody else, stop this video and go get help. Find a trusted friend, family member, medical provider, or reach out to your region's suicide and crisis help service. I know it's hard sometimes, but this world is a better place with you in it, and I'm so happy you're here. Alright, well, as hard as Money Game 1 was, everybody told me that 2 is a lot lighter, a lot brighter. So I'm still a little bit on guard, but not like I was going into number 1. Here we go, this is Money Game Part 2.
Money is a game.
Got him! Got him!
April Fools! Alright, maybe I'm a little bit of a jerk for doing that, but number 1, it's April Fool's Day. And number 2, even though I said in my last video that I was specifically going to watch the lyric video for part 2, I still had like 20 people comment telling me I needed to watch the lyric video for part 2. So if you guys don't listen to me, I'm gonna troll you a little bit. And like I said, we're family. And that's what family does, right? I am gonna go back and watch the live version of it just because I think it looks cool and I love Red. But we're gonna do the lyric video first. So here's Money Game Part 2 for real. Okay, so it's the same melody, the same motif.
Strange time we're living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America.
Oh my god, I was not ready for that. That intro lulled me into a full sense of security. He got me again, guys. I gotta admit, he got me again.
Narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America. Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Oh, Ren, you beast. Alright, as far as lyric videos go, this is about as good as it gets. I've seen some really stylized ones. There's the ones that use a lot of animated transitions and stuff. If any of you like Eminem, go watch his lyric video for the song Alfred's Theme. Like, that's a really good example of what I'm talking about. But this is really cool because it's presenting as like a 90s newscast. You know, it looks as though like you're watching this on an old TV. It's got that old CRT font and has this filter on that makes it look like you're watching an old VHS tape. See him just like, again, making these creative choices to make this a little bit more visually appealing and to set it apart from what you might expect from a lyric video makes it more interesting and makes you want to sit and watch it more. But also the song is just a banger. I mean, this is like Money Game 1 on steroids. I like this a lot.
We're all part of this whole money game.
Even the clip from Money Game 1.
This old money game. This old money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step 1, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than the diamonds.
All right, I'm sorry to pause again, but I know I've demonstrated multiple times already to you guys that I'm a dork, but it's like I've been saying in comments, I don't mean to be performative in any way, like what you see is what you get with me. But his whole take there on perceived rarity and scarcity of items and the laws of supply and demand are really interesting. I've been a fan of Pokemon since I was a little kid. I grew up playing the games and collecting the cards with my brother. And it's a hobby that I found myself interested in again recently, probably in an effort to heal the little kid in me. But I bought a few packs of Pokemon cards over this last few weeks and pulled not one but 2 golden Dragonite cards. If I send these in to get graded, they could be valued at thousands of dollars together, which I think is kind of funny because at the end of the day, like, this is just shiny cardboard. This whole notion that this shiny cardboard could be worth thousands of dollars is a perfect example of what Ren is talking about. A company prints millions of trading cards and gives you pretty low odds of pulling the shiny ones, right? Which makes people want them more, which makes people willing to pay more money for them. I'm personally not too wrapped up in it. You know, again, I just like collecting it, and it's something that makes me feel like a little kid again. It makes me happy. But again, would people be willing to pay thousands of dollars potentially for a gold card if every card that the Pokemon company printed was gold, which they could do? This is precisely what Ren is talking about, where companies create demand.
With me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than the diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste man. 3, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, on sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain,
Man.
a storm it comes our way, and no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame. It's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old.
That was dope as hell. I read a comment on one of my last reactions that said, this is the real Ren. This hyper poignant, hyper political, hyper perfectionist version of him is what he really truly means to do with his art. See, I think this is so interesting because I'm a huge advocate for the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. And maybe that's just rooted in the bias of the fact that I myself am a digital creator. But this is also why I make it a point to talk about grief and mental health and suicide, topics that people don't really always want to talk about, but they need to be talked about. And not that I'm always trying to shove these topics down people's throat, but if you stay at my channel long enough, you will hear me talk about it. I feel like not only is it my responsibility to do so, but to do anything less would be a disservice to my daughter. And once again, I have to commend Ren for taking the same stance. For him to use art that he created and this platform that he's built, which took years, mind you, to talk about things that may be controversial but are important to talk about. I cannot sing the man's praises loudly enough. Alright, before I wrap this up, I do want to watch the live version of the video. I know it's not going to be the full song, but I'm pretty curious to see what a live take of that song is. So here we go.
Money is a game, and the ladder we climb will turn a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime.
Oh, it's just
I'll
acapella.
break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall.
How clever is it that not only did the shot start with the ocean, with the waves rolling in, which if you were truly listening to the first one, it was shot near the water. So he already created that parallel, but he chose seashells as the product for the whole theme in Money Game Part 2. And so here he is, walking the beach. I really do honestly think that Ren is a genius, and that is not hyperbole.
She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, you must create a sense of scarcity. These shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island, stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, you gotta make the people think that they want them. Really want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson with influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, you're just a fucking waste man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forests, make land, fresh blood on hand. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, mate, big wave, that's great. The truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people. Controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, a cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies are poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, to point the mirror at ourselves. And we're all part of this old money game. Woo, 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 woo. This old money game.
Well, that was pure art. This is everything that I had hoped Money Game Part 2 would be. He didn't deviate from talking about difficult subjects or controversial topics, but it also just wasn't as personally triggering or presented in as violent of a way, which was great for me. You know, again, you guys gotta understand, I've been through a lot and I've seen a lot, and so I'm still pretty sensitive to traumatic imagery. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. Matt, you're not ready for Money Game Part 3, and you're probably right, but it's a trilogy and I'm gonna do it. This might actually be the best time for me to try to get through something like Money Game Part 3. I'm a little bit outside of my normal headspace with my daughter's birthday around the corner here, so It's like I said with the tails, I've already drank the poison, I might as well lick the bowl clean. Honestly guys, worst case scenario is I sit down and I try to watch it, and if it's too much, I turn it off and I do something else. But I really do appreciate all of you who have just shown an outpouring of love and concern over me. I really do feel loved. As always, I would love to hear what you guys think about this song. And subs are still climbing. We hit 72,000 subscribers. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, consider hitting that bell to help me out. And thank you for giving me a few minutes out of your day. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. And in the meantime, as always, please take care. And remember to love yourself.